My name is Joey Adrian. I'd like to welcome you to the Seattle Parkour Championships. We're just about to get started with the skills round, and it is the women's finals. Alyssa Serpa is up. She's going for this Kong Prix. She has 2 minutes to hit all the challenges. The first challenge is that Kong Prix. The next one is a lache. She has to clear the barrier and go under the bar. She cannot touch the bar. Perfect execution. Next up, she has a big lache cat. The climb up counts in this lache cat. Remember, she has 2 minutes to do all these challenges. Gets a pretty good set. Let's see if she can make it. Undershoots a little bit, decides to skip it and go straight to the next challenge. This is our fifth challenge, I believe, or fourth challenge. She has to cat here and make it to obstacle. Well done. She has plenty of time left. Last one, she has to cat that bar up top and return back to the platform that she's on. She has 1 minute and 20 seconds left. If she completes this, I believe she can go back to any other challenge and try it again. Well done. So far, she is blazing through the course. She's only had one little hang-up. So I'm going to give the only one that she hasn't gotten another try. Let's take a couple swings. I think she might have to reset on this one. Yeah. This is a very far lache to cat. Not the easiest thing. It looks like she needs to get a slightly better kickstart on this. But like I said, she flashed every other challenge. So she's got the next 30 seconds for just this last one. Much better kickstart. Good backswing. Oh, so close. She's got time for about 2 more attempts. Yes, here we go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh! Next to fingertips on the top. Everybody here is cheering her on. Let's see if she can get it on this last try. Just a slight. Oh, looks like she's out of energy. She's going to call it there. Well done to Alyssa Serpa. That was a beautiful run. I would say that was easily the hardest challenge that she got hung up on, but every other one she basically flashed. The athletes are being scored on a 1-point basis for each obstacle. Just had to double check with Rez. Next up, we're going to have Juliette Marzio. She is a super young competitor, but she's been killing it at Parkour Visions over the last couple years. Definitely rising in the ranks, and I'm stoked to see what she can do on these challenges. Let me know if you want in on this at all.
3, 2, 1, go! How's it going, Joey? It's Renee Scavington here. We're looking at Juliette Marzio, who's going for that clear. I believe she's done that before. Easy work from her. She's going up to the bar again. I don't know why she's repeating it.
She had one small little foot tap on the lower spot. Very well done on that one. I like to see that she's decided to take kind of a different route. Instead of starting with the first challenge, she's going to the bar challenges first and then making it back around. See if she can make this big lache cat here. I know she's very powerful, got some long arms. I actually think if she gives it another try, she could be able to make this one.
I was actually surprised she didn't make it on that attempt. Thought she definitely had that one in the bag. Oh. It's just that height on that one.
It looked like she needed just ever so slightly more shoulder pull. Gets the cat, makes it over, absolutely no problem. Coming up to the fifth challenge here. I think if she makes the cat, it'll be a cinch to get back over, and I think she easily has the power to do it. Let's see what she's got.
You know, as I was saying, I'm surprised she didn't get that lache cat. After Alyssa missed it, I thought that Juliette was going to get all 5 of these challenges for sure. But we might end up with a tie in this round. We're going over to the Kong Prix now.
Looks like she's actually going to revisit the lache cat. And like we were saying, she definitely has the power for this. She just has to get the perfect upstart and get a nice solid release. Definitely think she can make this one. Yes, very powerful swings. See that release? Yo! Fingertips on the top, but just barely slips off. Insanely powerful laches coming out of Juliet. I think she's going to go for the 2 swing again. Just a slightly better release this time. Oh, no! And that is time. It doesn't look like she had enough time to get in the first challenge, which was the Kong Pre. So it looks like Alyssa is going to take it for the women's finals. Well done to Alyssa Serpa and Juliet Marzio. Awesome job on the skills competition. Next up will be the men's skill semifinals. Yep. Adam Peretz, Daryl Stingley, and Dylan Poland coming up, and they will be competing in that order. Renee Scavington's about to run us through what the challenges are going to be for the men's finals. Men's semifinals, my bad. Looks like there's going to be a tack to the pole to a precision on the bar, and they are not allowed to touch any of the bars surrounding that precision point. Challenge number 2 is going to be a tic-tac 180 to precision the bar. They're not allowed to use the hands on top of the wall. They have to just use their feet. Challenge number 3, they're going to be approaching from the opposite side and doing a dive Kong, clearing the bar and going over the barrier. Challenge number 4, we're going to be starting right above the water fountain. And we're going to be starting in a cat hang. You're going to have to return back to the bar, do a 180 swing to lache pre on top of the box. If they don't make the pre, then I do not believe it counts. Last challenge starting on top of the box. They can only use the 2 ledges that you see and that vertical bar right in the middle, and they have to precision the far ledge by Vinny. Judging by the look of these challenges, I think that the pole tack to precision is going to definitely be a challenging one because a couple of these athletes are pretty tall, and pole tacks are not the most comfortable thing in the best of situations. And this one, you got to watch out for not clipping your head, and you cannot grab the bars that are around you, which are going to be a very, very hard thing to prevent yourself from doing. Daryl Stingley is going to be up first. He's deciding to start with the first challenge. I think he's probably going to work his way through each one as they come up. Daryl Stingley has been absolutely destroying skill challenges. In fact, last year at NAPC, I was positive that he was going to be taking somewhere on the podium, probably first. He was flashing pretty much every challenge in practice, but just got a little bit unlucky when the competition happened. So I definitely expect Daryl to be killing it here. Let's see what he can do. All right, Daryl has 2 minutes starting now. Wow, does that like it was absolutely nothing. Going to challenge 2, going to do the tic-tac 180 pre. Beautiful. He does not have to stick it. He just had to show that he has control on the landing. Hits the dive Kong like he's Superman. That literally looked like the easiest thing in the world for him.
I think Daryl's going to flash every single one of these except for maybe the last challenge. Yep.
Oh, there it is. That was like butter.
So this last one you took a look at already. Oh, my goodness. Easy.
Every single challenge flashed by Daryl Stingley. Like I said, I had high hopes for this guy. I was pretty positive he would smash him, and he definitely delivered. He did every single challenge in just 36 seconds. He had 2 minutes on the course, and he completed every challenge in 36 seconds. That is amazing. If he comes out with the fastest time, if everybody else flashes, but Daryl comes out with the fastest time, that will earn him an extra point. Dylan pulling is up. He has 2 minutes starting now. Oh, looked like his heel just slipped off of the pole tack. Better connection on the tack, but still didn't quite make the pre. Oh, it looks to me like he's looking too quickly towards the precision before his foot is actually on the pole. There we go. If you watched his eyes there, the whole time his eyes were on the bar until he made contact. Does that second tic-tac like nothing? Dive Kong floats over. He's a pretty tall guy. Let's see if he can do this last one.
Dylan using that corner grab to start the 180. Oh. Had a feeling this challenge would give him just a little bit of trouble. Definitely not his specialty, although his bar work is pretty good.
This one's especially challenging because you have to come out of that 180. Nice, nice. Goes straight into the last challenge. Coming right through, one step on the last wall, and makes it through. Completes every challenge, just had a little bit of a struggle on that first tack to precision. All right, Dylan, so how'd you feel about that? I noticed that the only one that really gave you any trouble
the easiest one
was the tack to precision. What do you think went wrong there?
I just kept looking at the wall. I was like not trying to hit my head on the bar, and then it just kept missing. You know?
That is
Missing my foot, but oh well.
That's exactly what I thought was going on. It looked like on the last one, your eyes were on contact with the bar the whole time until you took
I
off.
was like, you little bitch, I'm looking at you.
It was well done. Same thing happened. Looked like we had a nice little slip there. Last person up is Adam Peretz.
Very close.
How difficult was it for you, Dylan, not to keep your hands off the top bar once you made it there?
That wasn't really a huge problem, you know? It was just like, yes, Adam, nice.
Nicely done.
He was worried about hitting his head. He's tall as hell.
Yeah. Very good point. Looks like he needs just a little bit more speed. Has to be slightly more confident on that first tack. Try one more from this big run. The difficult thing here is when you get extra run, you might be turning to your opposite side, which is a very difficult thing for a lot of athletes. He decides to skip the second challenge. He's going to go right into the dive Kong. Every tracer here is applauding him. Setting up. Let's see if he can make it. Ooh, nicely done. A small stumble before he went in. That could have been tragic, but he pulls it out perfectly.
40 seconds left.
He has 40 seconds left on the clock with 2 more challenges that he has not attempted yet and 1 challenge that he hasn't completed yet. Looks like he's having a little bit of trouble with this pole. I think he's going to move on to the final challenge. Ooh, nice save. Very good save. Could have very easily twisted an ankle on that bottom platform there. The other athletes made this look really easy, but he is on a 2-inch platform, if that, trying to run across this to get to that pole. Woo! Decides to call it there. It's getting a little bit too sketchy. Well done from Adam Peretz. Looks like Daryl Stingley flashing every single one in only 34 seconds, 36 seconds. He's going to be moving on. Next up is our women's final. There's going to be only 3 challenges for the skills finals. Each challenge is worth a possible 3 points. And each challenge is all or nothing. So if they do not complete it, they do not get points. They only get 5 attempts here. Instead of having 2 minutes, they have 5 attempts overall. 3 challenges, 5 attempts. So they have to use their attempts wisely and only focus on the challenges that they believe that they can flash. First challenge is a dive catch to the bar, 180 swing, plyo off the box, and then precision the ledge up on top. Challenge number 2. Here we're going to start with a Kong to striding the 2 boxes, to striding the ledge or the rail, and then precisioning the high bar at the end. Not an easy challenge at all. And the final challenge is going to be in the back. They have to tack off of this slanted wall into a cat on this lower ledge. Return to the ledge behind them, and then finally they have a last cat back to the tall wall in the back. They can only have 1 step up on each cat hang, which means they're not allowed to just hang there and stall. And if they pull their leg up and they get ready to go, but they don't feel like they're ready, so they drop that leg back down, then that attempt has been used, and they cannot keep going after that. They have to reset, and that is a use of their attempt. And remember, they only have 5 attempts for these 3 challenges. Daryl tells me that he doesn't need 5, he only needs 3. He only needs 1, and he's going to flash all 3. That is what I've been told by the man himself, Daryl Stingley. But he has no idea what's in store for him in the finals, so we'll see how he feels once he sees the challenges in the finals. Dude, well done. Killing it. All right, Alyssa Serpa is going up next. Looks like she's just taking a look at the challenges, deciding where she wants to start, where she wants to put her 5 attempts into. Alyssa going for her first attempt. She gets the first cat, the second cat, and the third cat. Well done. Using just 1 attempt on the first challenge. She has 2 challenges left, which leaves her with 4 attempts for those 2 challenges.
I think that challenge definitely played the most to Alyssa's skill set. I'm not surprised at all that she started with it, nor am I surprised that she flashed on her first attempt. I think we're definitely going to see some more attempts on these last 2 challenges.
What do you think is going to be the most difficult challenge for her in this particular skill round?
It's actually a toss-up for me. I know that dive catch to the bar is definitely going to look scary to her, but so does this last precision out of the Kong stride. So the Kong stride part, not so bad. Committing to the precision at the end, that's a bar that's up there, so it's going to be a little bit scary.
I would completely agree with you. These last 2 are definitely the sketchier 2 for me. Looks like she's sizing up just kind of the distance for that bar catch. How do you feel about the Lachey precision after the bar catch, if she can make the bar catch?
If you hit the catch right, it's actually not that bad. Assuming you hit the catch and you're nice and laid out so you get a good tap through, It's not that hard to get back to the precision, but it is difficult to hit the catch first try. So again, if she's trying to flash this without practice, it's hard to hit that catch first try and get the speed through that you need.
Agreed. Luckily for Alyssa, since she flashed the first challenge, she has 4 attempts for these next 2, which means she can definitely take more than 1 attempt on each one. Here she goes, getting herself prepared. Beautiful catch, great 180. Gets the position and gets the plyo. Let's go, Alyssa Serpa. Flashing 2 challenges in a row, which leaves her with 3 attempts for the last one, which I think is going to be the hardest to get that stride pre up to the last ledge. But she has 3 attempts to go at it with.
I'm pretty shocked right now. I'm surprised she hit that first try. Dive catches are definitely not her strong suit. I know from training with her in the past that those are scary for her, so super stoked that she got that first try. I'm a little speechless right now.
That was absolutely beautiful, and like you were saying, she hit the catch perfectly, which gave her more than enough momentum to swing around into that 180. Got the perfect lache pre back to the ledge, and then the easy plyo back up. And athletes are not being timed here. They just have their attempts to work with. So she's going to take her time, get the adrenaline out of her system, look at this rationally, and then approach it with 3 full attempts. Maybe give it a couple tester jumps on that last one before she commits to the final precision.
This challenge right here, the Kong stride, I feel she actually easily has the power for. It's just committing to that last stride off the bar. I'd like to see her maybe, if she can't commit to it on the first one, I'd like to see her maybe try a plyo up. I feel like a good way to get a bounce back out, and then adding the speed of the stride should get it. But we'll see what she chooses to do for her first attempt here.
Nicely done. She decided to give it a nice little test attempt, got her feet very close, but it looked pretty hesitant on that last stride precision. And for those of you that don't know Alyssa, she is one of the most powerful female athletes in the parkour game. Absolutely incredible how much power she has. So she has the power to do it. The question is, can she build up the mental stability to just commit to it and make the precision?
It looked like she chose to just hit the strides on that attempt. So basically Kong, stride, stride. She definitely needs to overshoot that first stride to get the speed to make that final jump.
Got to get the chest over her toes so that she can power into the next 2. There it is. There we go. Much more powerful on that first stride coming into it, which sent her momentum flying into the next 2. I think she has one last attempt, and I'm positive she can make it if she hits it just like that.
You know, even if she doesn't make it on this last one, I'm so impressed by how she's just showing up today, flashing those first 2 challenges, and actually even just going for the bounce back on that stride is quite a big deal. So I think she's going to be really happy with herself, even if she doesn't get this last one. But I expect she will.
I completely think she's got this. That one was too nice. There she goes. Good strides. Yeah, gets the stick. Alyssa Serpa completing every single challenges with her 5 attempts. Absolutely beautifully done. That time you could tell as she went into her last stride on the bar, she powered into it and had no hesitation for the jump.
All right, so we got Juliet Marzio now. Actually, that guarantees Alyssa with first place. She did all 3 final skill challenges and had points ahead of Juliet in the previous round. So she definitely is going to be podium in first. But we still got Juliet Marzio, who is going to try to put a show on it for us here. She won't get any points for doing it in fewer attempts, but we'll see if she can also complete all 3 challenges. I actually think she's going to go for the same strategy in order. So we're going to start with this tic-tac, cat back, and then I believe she'll be moving on to the lache plyo next, and then go for that Kong stride at the end. She definitely has the ability to knock out all three of these challenges.
Completely agree. Gets that first tack perfectly. And both returns flashes the first challenge. Nice and easy for Juliet. And I've been watching Juliet's training. She's been doing a lot of bar work, so I definitely think she can flash this next challenge as well. And she has the power to do the final strides, too. We'll just see how it goes. She goes, setting up for the big bar catch. If she can catch it perfectly, I think this will be a no-problem challenge for her. Yes, very good catch. Oh, it takes a second swing, which means the challenge will not count.
See, this is why it's so surprising that actually Alyssa was able to hit that on the first attempt, because, like I said, it's hard to get that catch perfect for that return swing.
That one looked like a really good catch to me, but it just didn't look like she was prepared to go right into the 180. She wanted to feel out the catch first, and then I think she'll commit to the 180 this time. Very good catch. Doesn't quite get the big enough swing before the return. It looked like she didn't quite let herself rise up high enough before doing the 180, which means she did not have the power to go into that final plyo. She still has 2 attempts left. It looks like she's going to give this one at least one more try, and I'm not sure if she's going to stick with this one if she doesn't make it or try the last one. We'll see. Yes, a higher 180 that time. There it is. Oh, couldn't quite pull her right foot high enough, so she ends up with a tiny little crane. Her right feet were just below the top of the ledge.
Juliet's got 1 attempt left. It doesn't look like we're going to get to see her attempt the Kong stride. I think she's going to spend this final one just trying to get this challenge in the bag so that she can walk away today knowing she got it done.
Completely agree, and I think I would do the exact same. When you get that close to a challenge, it is so hard to just walk away from it. You want to show yourself that you can just smash that challenge out. There it is. Nicely done. Juliet Marzio completing 2 of the challenges with her 5 attempts. She didn't get a chance to try the Kong strides, but she did an amazing job on the 2 that she did. That means that Alyssa Serpa will be taking first place for women's skill, and Juliet Marzio will be coming in second. So, Alyssa, you pretty much destroyed every skill. It looked like there was only one little hang-up on your Kong strides. How did you feel about the skill challenge?
I felt like it was very fun. I was a bit anxious waiting to start, but once we got started, I was feeling really good about it. I really liked the flow of this one. I was disappointed I couldn't get the flash shake cat. That's something to work on for sure.
We're going to interrupt you guys. Juliet, come over. We're doing podium.
Oop. And time to show our winners on the podium. Second place with 9 points is Juliet Marzio. Coming in first with 13 points, we have Alyssa Serpa. Amazing display of skill for the Women's Skill Challenge here in Parkour Visions for the Seattle Parkour Championship. Dylan Poland and Daryl Stingley will be the two moving on to the men's finals. They will also have 3 challenges with 5 attempts to spread out among those 3 challenges. Now, I've looked at these 3 challenges, and they're hard, to say the least. In fact, they're terrifying. So let's see how they feel about these. Challenge 1, they get as much approach as they want. They have to Kong the platform. They only get 2 steps on the next platform, and they have to precision the top bar. Now, that is definitely reasonable. I saw in practice a couple people doing it even with the box on top, which was already moved. So it looks like they're going to be able to get a little more power. Second challenge, swing. They have to stride from the black platform. 2-foot plyo from the skinny obstacle here, and they have to cat hang on the brick wall. There's a couple awkward things about this second challenge. The first one goes without saying. The lache stride is very awkward, and the last wall is very short, so Dylan Poland's going to have a bit of a struggle with that since he's a bit taller. And the last challenge, which is pretty next level nuts. Starting in the back, they do not have to start on the platform. They can tack up to get their momentum. But from there, they have to run, plyo off the large pipe, and cat this other large pipe. Now, they do have a little wooden block right here that they can use to cat with their feet, but this is a 12-foot distance between the big pipe to the cat leap pipe, and it is terrifying standing up there and looking at it. Even the simple running precision up to the first platform is scary, so I'm very hyped to see if they even decide to try this challenge. I think that they will leave it for last since they only have 5 attempts. I believe they're going to try for the other 2 challenges first and then go to this one last if they have some attempts left. Dylan Poland coming up first. Looks like he's going to start with the Kong stride bar pre. I don't think this should give them too much trouble if they can get enough power off of that first Kong. It is a pretty wide platform that they have to Kong on, but if they can get the power to get upright on their feet for the strides, I think they should be able to precision the bar no problem. Nice fast run up. Ooh, looked like his chest was a little too down and a little too forward, but he made the distance pretty easily, so I think he can make that quick adjustment on this one to focus on lifting his chest a bit higher so he can go into those strides a bit easier. chest was still just a little bit too far forward. It looks like he's still putting just a little too much effort on making the distance and not quite enough effort on the pop up to get those clean strides.
All right, Dylan Poland moving on from the, oh, no, he's going to get a bag of chalk. No chalk here, or no public chalk here at the Parkour Visions gym. They like to keep it clean. Oh, Dylan Poland going for the swing, stride, plyo challenge. He's got 2 more attempts. He has burnt 3 attempts already on 2 of the challenges. Big swing, not enough control on the stride. Definitely needs to get his chest and shoulders over top of his foot to make that stride happen. Dylan Poland, 1 more attempt left. I do not think he's going to get this one. Nope. Except for Dylan Poland, really not taking his time there. Next up, Daryl Stingley. Dylan Poland kind of rushing through those final attempts there. I'm pretty happy to take a break. I'm not sure if he's going to be competing in speed later today. But a bit of a rush through those attempts there. I think he might regret not taking advantage of the time he had later. Right now, Daryl Stingley eyeing up the final plyo to cat. That is actually a downward cat. Distance is about 11 feet to the wall. And if their feet touch the ground, it does not count. All right, looks like Daryl's going shopping right now. Just kind of eyeing up all the challenges. Again, no practice time allowed, but you are allowed to look.
So Daryl Stingley has always been insanely powerful with his bar skills, and he has amazingly strong strides. So it looks like he might start with the lache stride to plyo cat. I definitely think he can make the distance with the lache to get a nice, easy stride to the cat, or to the precision. We'll see if he'll be able to stick to the wall with the cat. Oh, doesn't quite make it for the precision. It looked like he got a little too high on the lache, which means he had a lot of downward momentum that he had to fight through to get that upward precision to the platform.
Bit of an interesting situation here. I'm not sure if Dale is aware, but he is in the lead because Dylan did not complete any challenges. He has 6 points coming in from the last round, so really this is all for show right now. This is all for our enjoyment, and this is for him. Oh, so far of a foot placement on that stride, letting us know he's okay. Of course he's okay. That didn't look bad. Really far on the swing on that one. Definitely could have hit that stride. I know that that stride is off his left leg, though. Daryl definitely preferring right leg jumps. It's pretty even on both, but definitely preferring right leg to hit strides like that. I'm not sure. He just looked at that Kong stride. He might be taking a pass on the lache. Daryl's bouncing on his leg there. I'm not sure if that last attempt hurt. Looks like he still wants to continue. We're going to have to check in later to see if there's an injury there bothering him. He's definitely shaking out that leg, but still taking a look at the Kong. All right, he can still jump. He could be hiding it. He doesn't appear to be limping or anything.
I didn't quite see how he came down, but it did look like he had a lot of impact coming back, especially on his heel on that last lache to stride attempt. But he also could have tweaked it on the way down because it looked like he landed on the slanted part of our thin wall there. So I'll be curious to see what happened there.
I would say if anything happened on that lache is the foot placement on the stride. His foot was far, but it was way ahead of where he was, so he was definitely lower. And I'm not sure if impact of trying to change directions there caused anything. Again, he looks fine, though. He's jumping. He's moving. Doesn't look too happy, but huge Kong. Just that attempt looked like a test to me. I don't think he was actually going for the jump. He had so much height on that Kong and hit those two steps so fast, but it just didn't look like he even wanted to try to go for the rail.
To me, it actually looked like he had a little too much speed coming into it, and he wasn't able to get the height that he needed coming off of it. So I think on this next one, he'll be able to actually tone it back a little bit now that he's gotten a feel for how much power is needed for it. And I think this one will either see him go for it entirely, or he'll get a much, much higher step on that last stride.
All right, so 2 more attempts for Daryl Stingley in the men's skill final. Nice. Beautiful stick from Daryl Stingley. We got a thumbs up from Vinny Fiacco. He made that one look easy.
That was like nothing for Daryl. Like I said, that time he toned back the power, got a little bit more upright with his chest, was able to hit those 2 strides like butter, and got the stick.
All right, that's it for Daryl Stingley. I know he didn't want to even try that plyo to cat hang. Like we said before, he already had enough points going into this round to secure him the top of the podium. He did not like the look of that polecat, didn't even want to have anything to do with it, and it seemed like he was having some difficulty with that stride off his left leg from the lache.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who likes the look of that polecat. That thing is gnarly, and I definitely think it's smart for him to play it safe, especially if his leg was giving him any trouble after that lache stride.
All right, we are about to head back over to Vinny Fiacco for our official men's podium. We have Daryl Stingley in first, Dylan Poland in second place, and Adam Peretz in third.
Up top. Daryl Stingley taking first place in the men's skill here at Parkour Visions.
You guys hold tight.
May I have a word with Daryl, please? With the champ himself. Okay. All right. So, Daryl Stingley here, coming in first place in the men's skill. He's right over here, coming in first place. Looks like we're trying to get on the tripod here. Oh, there we go. Look at that shot. That's beautiful.
That's not.
All right, Daryl. So it looked like there was a little bit of a struggle with that first challenge, and it looked like maybe a slight hard landing or injury. How are you feeling after that one?
I feel okay. I mean, it definitely hurts, but like you were there when I tore my MCL, the 2014 NAPC. So anything that kind of shifts or moves is really bad for me. And that box was slipping on me a little bit yesterday, like that top platform. And that's what I was afraid was going to happen this time. But I gave it a little bit more forward power. You know, however, when I felt it slide, I kind of knew what was about to go down. So that's why I didn't fall on my ass after.
I think it was a very good call to walk away after that one, and you went on to smash the Kong stride in just 2 tries. It looked like the first one was a kind of a feel-it-out attempt. It looked like you almost had too much power going into that, and the second one, you just hit it perfectly.
The first one, when my foot caught the platform after the Kong, I could feel it. Because that was my left leg. Again, when I landed, I felt it, so I knew that I was going to need to, on my next try, give that Kong more juice so that I wouldn't have to have my left foot on the ground for too long. I could go right into my right foot. So.
Well, it was beautifully done. Congratulations again on taking first.
Thanks, brother.
All right, guys, that's it for us with the skill round. We'll see you in just a little bit for the speed.
Yeah, that shit sucked. I knew it when I saw it. I was like, fucking on my left leg. Renee did it on purpose.
Man. But, yeah, it definitely looked like you could get that one. Like,
I could have, yeah.
man.